on the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So Middle Tennessee State's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The play fake. Got it behind the line. It's caught. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is written out of bounds.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Line gets set, first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Now on second and short after that pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And here comes the punt team. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the draw. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that. Caught
in the backfield, it's Tyson. They've got him now, and he's almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. They dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. Keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Taylor wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, MTSU. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Strickland. There he goes. Tackled after 43 after picking up 10. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling the pass, dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The pitch. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
You kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Tackle is made at the 36. Second down coming up.
We reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13. Play number 9 on this drive. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stands, working into the second level, hats on, hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hold and finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Taylor wants to throw. The short hands, it's Jones. Reaches into the bag and moves and finds his way up to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the wideout. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
In third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Galloway. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Trying to set up the screen. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll toss it. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Must to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It leads to 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Working at the 17, and they are set up. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags in the 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it in the half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Hand off from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback.
Oh,
this offense coming into the year, guys, who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be the biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Cox. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Pulls it in. It's Galloway. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down mark is.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pass the sticks in, still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on it.
He's got it! Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Strickland. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains after the 34. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. They've avoided the interception. interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Taylor wants to throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here comes the punt team. Settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Looking to get it. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1 this connection worked. Week 2 this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Hubbard. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They're working that left side. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Makes the catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a...
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Rushes on him. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack hit him late in the 4th. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
No mystery here. 3rd California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Throws for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They put the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And now this offense will take the field again. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Just enough daylight to work its way up to the 19-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sideline. It's Bryant. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Love the grab just past the 1st down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. He's got it on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds on the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. The quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front creating a pass.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. defense earns their third and final timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Using his legs, it's Tyson. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23.
Coming up, fourth down.
Not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. He'll try to pop the draw. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
At the 22-yard line. Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. It's a draw. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, you played the whole game. Now it's coming down to what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game?
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. That throwing catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. From the shotgun, the inside give. Big pick up on the ground here to big defensive line.
On the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that. Play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stayed tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
He wants to throw it again. He dropped it, just didn't fluke it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. And that had all the makings of Bart Meat windshield, but how about the little corner? Taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first down. And third and long, they don't want to move backwards to make sure they have a chance to kick. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on 1st and 2nd down and then have a total breakdown on 3rd. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they put in that situation.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Galloway. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. We're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
That's a fly. He got it in. the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.